Happy birthday, Marine Corps. All right. Happy birthday, Marine Corps. In memory of Pat Tillman.
The Arizona Cardinals extend the win streak to 4 games, and for the second consecutive week and the third consecutive home game, have held their opponents without a touchdown. With Pat Tillman's legacy here in Arizona and Veterans Day tomorrow, Salute to Service Weekend was in full effect here at State Farm Stadium. The Cardinals now improved to 6-4 on the season and continue to hold the top spot in the NFC West. And Cardinals fans, they're feeling pretty good about their future. Let's hear what a few of them had to say. Big win over the Jets here. The fourth straight win for them, but also the third straight home win in which they have not allowed a touchdown. How are you feeling about this Cardinals team?
I thought it was a really electric game. I thought we were playing well. And honestly, I think we're looking hot. And I think Kyler Murray's finally putting it all together. He's not letting the Call of Duty XP get into him. And he's playing great football.
I think they're gaining momentum. I think they're finally starting to come together as a team. I think getting Harrison Jr. is really giving the Cardinals and especially Murray some tools to throw through. So I think they're doing great.
I think the Cardinals are doing great this season. And I said even before the season started, they were at least getting 7 wins. And I didn't think they'd be top of the division right now. But the first team that we see in the playoffs, because I think we're going to make the playoffs, we're a dark horse in the playoffs, but yeah, and I see Kyler Murray's doing amazing. Our defense is looking good second half of the season. So
I see something I didn't see for the past couple of years from the Cardinals. I see more confidence in our offense, especially with the new coaching staff and all that stuff. I think we're running the ball way better than what we used to. We're passing the ball way better than we used to, and I think this team is well built and they have more communication with each other.
Marvin Harrison, James Conner, but even Trey McBride kind of coming out of this Cardinals offense, really kind of setting the foundation. What have you seen out of those guys today?
I think Trey McBride had a great game. He's really getting introduced in the offense, and I think it's just really heating up this whole Cardinals team and really heating up the Valley. So I'm excited.
This is a Cardinals defense that has not allowed a touchdown at home in 3 straight home games, but the second week consecutively. What are you seeing out of that defensive unit right now?
I really just think the Jets are trash. And then the Bears are also a terrible team. Caleb Williams is not that guy. And and then our next game's the Jets and the Patriots and the Panthers. Easy wins. So I think we're going to be a 10-win team this season. And I think, honestly, we're going to beat the Seahawks in our division games 2-0, no problem. It does not matter. So
our pressure on the quarterback has been outstanding these past couple weeks. 6 sacks versus the Bears. I think we had 3 today. I think it was a great overall game from our defense. You know, that should have been an interception. I don't think that was pass interference. But overall, I mean, holding Aaron Rodgers no touchdowns is a great thing, especially doing it at home.
Last but not least, bye week next week. What are you hoping to see the Cardinals kind of do in that bye week and come out of it going on the road in a tough road environment up there in Seattle?
Just get healthy and review for the upcoming game against a really good opponent.
Was this your first time seeing Aaron Rodgers in person?
This was the first time.
And how did you feel? What was it like getting to see somebody who's going to be a future Hall of Famer getting to see and experience that in person?
He showed his age today.
He showed his age today. Well, I'm sure you and I aren't the only ones that saw Rodgers for the first time, but you know, despite the age showing, just to be able to see him in person and add that to our resumes as football fans.
It was great to see a future Hall of Famer play always. Hopefully we'll have some future Hall of Famers on the Cardinals too, but it's always great seeing one of the greatest of all time play.
Great. Well, thank you so much. Anything else you want to add today about the Cardinals or anything that you saw?
It's a great game. Great couple games going, reminding me of that 2021 season. The way better defense this time around. So,
ceiling for this Cardinals team now sitting at 6-4 on the season, first place in the NFC West. Where do you see the second half of the season going?
I think we just got to play some good football and just win out if we can, and just try and play the best football we can.
I just think they're just being physically dominant. You could tell today that they were just, physically dominating the Jets offensive line, and they're just shutting people down and, providing the pressure when they need to in third down and red zone situations.
This is a team that is ahead of its schedule for where they were supposed to be in terms of contention and kind of that rebuild. What do you see as a ceiling for this team? 6-4 going into the bye week, week 11, and kind of an easy second half schedule in the back half.
Before the season started, I always told my friends that we're making the playoffs this year. I've always had that feeling ever since the end of last year when we were on that hot streak. And, now being 6-4 off that hard first half of the schedule, I think we have an easy route to the playoffs and hopefully winning the division.
McBride jersey on. Trey McBride, somebody who's really broken out in this Cardinals offense the last 2 weeks, but especially today. 4 receptions, 71 yards. How are you feeling about a guy whose jersey you have?
I think he just brings the energy to the team. He has great confidence. You can see it. He hurdles someone every time he plays. I think he's just like the key point of our offense.
I think everybody's just coming together as a team. I think they're finally getting some chemistry. I think Murray's trusting that he can get the ball to them. If he throws the ball to them, they'll catch it. I think they're just gelling as a team.
How do you keep that momentum of that 4-game win streak when you then go on the road in 2 weeks going to Seattle?
Keep that momentum in practice, keep how you've been practicing. Don't change a thing. I think you just got to keep that mentality and keep it going. And then we got an easy second half of the schedule. It's just hopefully it's going to be an easy road.
I think we beat the Rams, and honestly, I hope we sweep the Seahawks. But if anything, we're 1-1. I don't think we lose 2 to the Seahawks. But that's why I'm saying I think we're a 10-win team, because we potentially could sweep the Seahawks, and then we beat the Panthers, Patriots, and then we beat the Rams. So I think we're a scary team to see in the playoffs. I don't think whoever makes it in, whoever it is, whoever we play first round, is ready to see us there. So
salute to service weekend this weekend with Veterans Day coming up tomorrow. You and I both have the ASU Pat Tillman jerseys here represented. What was it like getting to see and experience all that here in the stadium today, especially with Pat Tillman, and we have the statue right behind us, kind of being such a big part of the community and the culture here in Arizona?
I think it was great. Pat and I were actually classmates at ASU. Didn't know him personally, but him and I were at ASU at the same time. So I think it's great that the community is still remembering a great player and a great patriot who did a lot for his community.
You mentioned that you were in class with him here at ASU. What was it like? What's the impact that he's had here in the community?
I think Pat's just a great legacy for Arizona, for Arizona State. He was a very popular player at the time. He was somebody that people looked up to as a leader. And when he decided to sacrifice his career to go serve his country, I think he's the best of what ASU can offer for people.
Salute to service weekend. Pat Tillman being a big part of the culture here in Arizona, especially part of the Cardinals, and former ASU Sun Devil here. What was it like kind of seeing all the tributes that the team was doing inside the stadium today?
It was really cool. It was really cool seeing, I love the halftime show where they were flipping the guns. It was really cool. I definitely could not do that, so it was really fun to watch.
The final score from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The Arizona Cardinals 31, the New York Jets 6. The Cardinals will have a bye week next week before a tough road trip to Seattle in 2 weeks during Week 12 of the 2024 NFL season. Click below to see more of our Week 10 NFL content here at Fango Media, and let us know in the comments what you enjoyed seeing from the Cardinals today. From State Farm Stadium, I'm Anthony Remedios. We'll see you next time.